Gaara best shaman. We're going to see more shaman of Gaara. Did you see like anything specific about this shaman, or was it just standard?
It was a bit on the heavier side of the cost curve with Sky Golems. I don't know which legendaries he used, but I think it was,
I would say Neptulon, Alakir.
yeah, those are the most standard ones. Dr. Boom.
Yeah, you have to play Dr. Boom. So even though Gaara had an amazing opening with Zombie Chow, Hunter Creeper, Harvest Golem, Face Hunter was still able to just deliver and do the final
Feels a
blow.
little bit unbelievable because some of you guys said that at the beginning that the game is won already, and then he managed to come back from that somehow. I guess good top decks.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the thing about Hunter. Like you can just abuse that Unleash the Hounds and just continue with your strategy. Every card you draw supports its strategy. Iron Begal was another card that actually helped to win the game.
yeah, he drew really good after that.
Oh, it's a Hunter
I
versus
think
Mage.
Yes, it's a freeze mage for Lothar, and that's a face. Wait, it actually.
It's not a face hunter.
It's actually not a face
mid-range.
hunter.
yeah,
Wait, what?
Gaara likes to play the mid-range one for some reason. He can't just follow the meta like everyone else.
Yeah, Gaara is the guy who is really greedy with his decks, and he's bringing his own brews. And it worked. Like the first DreamHack he won, he went through the Swiss single. Oh, it wasn't Swiss. Like the rounds, the single elimination with his Taunt Druid, and that was one of the very first Taunt Druids that we've seen, known as Gaara Druid. After that, last DreamHack, I feel like he also brought some of his own brews. Like this guy is actually putting Deathwing into Paladin to get the Ashbringer value. You play
Yeah.
Tyrion, you attack, you play Deathwing, you get Ashbringer, and you attack with Ashbringer.
We see a Kazan in the Freeze Mage.
Oh,
It's really interesting.
to steal back your own ice block when they steal it with their own
He's
design.
gonna steal the Snake Trap, Freezing Trap.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. Alright, so here Gaara with a Hunter Creeper opening. How do you evaluate those hands? Forsen, you're the Freeze Mage specialist. Tell me more.
Well, it doesn't have a 2-drop, which is really bad. You want to Lothar or Mad Scientist really badly. He doesn't even have an Arcane Intellect for turn 3. The Ice Barrier is not that good versus mid-range Hunter as it is against aggro. So this hand is a bit of a lackluster. You're just gonna have to force ping here, I think.
But what do you think about the matchup in general? I remember that before Hunters were really favored against Freeze Mages, before the Flare nerf that everyone was playing it, but now how do you evaluate the
I think
matchup?
Freeze Mage is favored, but you have to play good versus mid-range. It's a bit more straightforward versus aggro, but mid-range you have to really value your Frost Novas and your freezes for the 7 high mains.
It's really interesting that Gaara is playing double Quickshot and a mid-range Hunter.
Yeah, it's really weird actually.
And by now, like Lothar could have thought like, hey, this is mid-range because I see a web spinner, which is not being played in face. But then after seeing Quickshot, he might be like, wait a minute, what am I seeing here?
I've seen some variation of Face Hunter with Web Spinner. I don't think it's the best, but you know, people are playing it, so he might still think that this is aggro. He should assume this is aggro.
I mean, Quick Shot is a kind of card that you want to go face with when you have an empty hand in an aggro deck. But if you can look at it as a Frostbolt or a Dark Womp, it's still a pretty value card.
Yeah.
So it might be worth playing to get rid of early threats, for example.
I think he just like having double Quickshot in hand will never allow you to draw from both of them. So you still have to cast one. And this is preparing him to cast that Quickshot on turn 8, let's say.
Yeah. I think that you want to ping the Haunted Creeper here, the 1/1, and then Blizzard next turn. Oh, he's opting to ping the Web Spinner, give him another draw. That could have ended badly, but
Oh. And he has
There is.
wow, this is gonna
This
be
is so interesting.
The thing is that you can't really steal back your ice blocks from the Hunter player because he's gonna use that when he can kill the Freeze Mage.
Yeah, that Chasm Mystic will
So that's
be
why I
so
don't
important.
like. That's why I don't like Freeze Mage, Kisani Freeze Mage.
Well, we can still maybe see it if he...
Smorg.
Alright, guys are having fun. They're longtime friends, and both of those guys are hilarious. So this is not what I expected. Definitely fun to see Chasm Mystic in both of the decks. being drawn because most of the time people just don't get them.
Yeah. Emperor Russian, obviously the play here.
Jordan, do you have anything to say about that?
Why is he Emperor Russian?
His name is the Russian. What?
This is how you pronounce it now.
Oh,
You
okay.
didn't know?
No, no, no.
You learn something every day.
I'm Russia. We pronounce it differently there.
In Russia, the emperor pronounces you.
I watch too many anime series, so I'm pronouncing it Tori-son or
Oh my god.
Tori-kun.
So I think Frost Nova is really nice here, but like the Blizzard procs the Spiderling, so he has 4 damage actually. So there's a big possibility that the Russian will die. Frost Nova, there's not so much possibility that they will die, but
There is a alright. Can you just what about like just ping Frost Nova?
yeah, Ping Frost Nova is a great play.
The next turn you can possibly just clear with Blizzard.
You could even Frost Nova and Iceland's the Savannah High main and leave him at 1, and the next one you can ping and Blizzard.
Yeah.
That's a really good play.
Yeah, that's actually pretty. Is there? No, you won. Oh, you
Maybe-
can because the Blizzard is cheaper. Oh,
Yeah,
Maybe he's thinking
Tori-san
about.
just
yeah.
changing everything.
Maybe he's thinking about some kind of combo with.
Yeah, he's gonna go with
Antonidas.
Frost Nova. He doesn't care about the secret, or maybe he does. He does.
Why would you ping face? Are you going aggro now?
Because I have no idea. I mean, I
That's-
guess he's going aggro considering the Pyroblast is at 8 and Frostbolt and Iceland 0, so that will actually be 1722 damage. If he top decks something, he can kill him within 2 turns, so that's, I guess.
Gaara's Sun doesn't look that great. Unleash the Hounds is kind of useless in this matchup because Mage
Yeah.
doesn't play that. He doesn't play minions almost at all.
A very important thing is that Gaara cannot deal with this Tori-san.
Nope.
He's just gonna snowball.
Yeah,
So-
it's so devastating. Like, how much damage is there for Lothar next turn?
He can't really use the Pyroblast, so it's only 7 from hand. He can play Antonidas as well to get 2 fireballs, but he doesn't have an ice block, so he needs to keep freezing the board every turn. What the? Oh my! He's doing.
Wait, but there's the Kazan. What is the secret?
Frostbolt, your own mad scientist. Oh my God!
Who did that first? He did the
Gaara is
force.
a copycat.
Do you steal it now?
Of
Do you
course you steal it. This is the only time you can use
That's
the
a
Kazan.
freezing. That's a freezing shot, by the way.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. You just steal that shit.
Well, seeing someone Hyman, you know what trap it is because when you play someone Hyman, you obviously
What
play
if
that.
he? What if he ignores?
Lothar looking at Gaara is like, hey.
Lothar, judging by like Lothar's face expression, I mean Gaara's face expression, Lothar has to like. He was smiling a bit, but there might be a possibility of another Kisan. So like, if he read too much into that, you know, he wasn't too angry about that trap steal, but.
Well, I still think like Kazan and Freeze Mage is more surprising than Kazan and the Hunter.
What's happening? It's lagging. Oh no, no. It looked
No,
like
it's
it-
alright, person.
Yeah. What?
So instead of going for face, he's going for the alright freeze. He wants to use that freezing trap to his advantage. Is it correct though? It doesn't matter.
I'm not sure.
He lost the Frostbolt, so now
Yeah.
Iceland is useless.
It's not completely useless because you can use it with Blizzard or Antonidas, but yeah.
And it's kind of worthless stealing the trap back right now.
Yeah, because
he's gonna attack with the Kazan and then he's gonna have another Kazan.
I think just getting the dog. But then
I think Unleash is pretty good here. Like this is as many minions as he will get.
That's a strange.
well, this is 9 damage on board for Lothar, and I think Antonidas. Well, Antonidas frees the lion.
I think he will just play.
Ice barrier and freeze the lion. I like it. Because you still have the freezing trap. So
Ice
you're in-
barrier, yeah. I mean, Antonidas and Blizzard is pretty good, I think. Antonina's Blizzard
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty sick.
and Iceland's Face.
You want an Iceland's face though that much.
It's fine.
It's like it's just for the extra fireball, really.
Yeah.
You can play fireball and pyroblast next turn.
Yeah, but the extra fireball, you have to assume that the hunter is gonna deal with the creature somehow. He's not gonna
Yeah,
kill it.
you still have lethal on board. In hand, I mean.
Yeah, yeah. With
Even if all
fireballs,
the minions die, the pyroblast will be.
6 and fireballs for free.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have
So yeah.
16 points of damage.
For 9 mana next turn.
Alright, he goes for Antonidas and
He goes for Mad Scientist. He just knows that this game is over, so
yeah, he still has lethal in hand.
yeah.
So even if there is like a super weapon drawn by Hunter, the Bow of Eternity.
Death Wing. No, he is not 9 mana.
No, there's no card in the game right now to win this.
Lothar might think that, or Gaara might think that Lothar can do anything here, but I mean, it's just prolonging the inevitable, you know.
It's so interesting because he shouldn't play Kazan now. He should not show the Kazan.
He shouldn't, no.
He shouldn't. You conceal the Kazan.
Oh, he's gonna get the ice block, maybe.
That's actually pretty cool.
But is it worth? I mean, it's a fancy play, but it's not gonna win you the game. Like,
Maybe he will.
Yeah, but style points.
Look at Lothar's face. It's like, oh, interesting.
oh, and he got the ice block. That's cool, but it's as I said,
It's really cool.
probably
Never
not
thought of
gonna
that.
do anything. I mean, it does have the Lothar though. Actually, yeah.
It might be tough anyway, like because he Lothar is going to get him on 1 and pop the block. And Lothar still has the ice barrier.
Yeah. But now it's actually, I have to think a bit about this. I mean, your
Oh,
ice
definitely.
barrier for sure. You want to kill everything on the board as much as you can.
Well, you still have the ice lens, so you're fine with that.
Yeah.
If he decides to trade the, what is the best way to trade here?
I mean, you fireball twice to the face and attack with the Kazan, and then you trade with your Russian and Antonidas and play ice barrier.
Well, actually, if you just lance the wolf, the lion,
Yeah, yeah.
and then you pyroblast the face, and you attack with Antonidas in the
yeah.
face.
Why
No, you
not
had-
Kazan and then ping? And he's gonna be at
No,
1
like he
health.
doesn't have to be at 1. You have fireball. Like
Oh, I guess.
this is
so,
a
yeah.
hunter. He doesn't have counter spells. Well, actually, he has Lothar, so yeah.
Yeah, that's why you pyroblast this turn. Because you can't play pyroblast next turn.
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
you Lotharbs, but you can play fireballs. I mean, just Iceland's the lion here. Trade Kazan with Kazan. Yeah. It was a cute play by Gaara. Unfortunately, I'm not that sure if it's. I mean, it gave him a small chance to win, but he did show his Kazan, and that's like pretty huge in my opinion.
Well, the last deck for Lothar is Warrior, so
Mhm.
it might not actually matter.
It might not matter. It probably doesn't matter actually. So yeah.
Well, it matters to the sense that right now Lothar will know that there is no Pilot Shredder. Like normally this deck is playing Pilot Shredder, so maybe there is 1 Shredder, 1 Kazan. So something got cut for that Kazan.
Yeah, but he's not gonna play any different just because he doesn't know that there is no shredder. I think so. Yeah, we'll see. This is gonna be a hard matchup with Kazans. I mean, generally the mid-range hunter is pretty good versus warrior,
Yeah.
but with Kazans, I'm not so sure.
Well, there is only 1 Kazan, so I'm not sure that the only 1 card
Yeah.
will influence the matchup that much.
He's using quick shots as well, and I'm not sure quick shot is the best card for that matchup.
It's not really good versus
No.
that matchup. All right, so Lothar is taking the lead 2-1 versus Gaara. Gaara on the ropes.